Patreon. Digital Alchemy asked about the importance of music post SHTF and my thoughts on that. Excellent question. We actually have a good number of musicians here on Patreon. I myself fancy myself as a musician. I've done the band things, you guys know that. I play drums. I've written a lot of lyrics because I have the best words. They're tremendous. I mean, legitimately tremendous. But you should believe me. Believe me. I've never gotten Mexico to pay for my words, though, that I know of. Caveat asterisk. My aunt is a music therapist. My other aunt, as they say, depending on what part of the country you're in, is a music teacher. One of my best friends is in school to be a music therapist right now. And music therapy sounds very woo-woo, like, pfft, whatever, dude. However, let's just think for a moment. Have you ever just been having a craptastic day and you put on some music and all of a sudden you don't necessarily want to kill somebody anymore? You're just kind of like, okay, it's gonna be okay. Is that not therapy? So let's talk about this. I think music post SHTF is very important. It's also a security concern because noise discipline, bro. But understanding that, absolutely. Which is why positions of strength, man. It's why community matters, because you can play music and not have to worry about necessarily attracting unwanted attention when you know there's 150 of your closest friends around who have your back. The old ways. I really feel like keeping the old ways is important. And this is not necessarily where I wanted to go with this talk, and we're going to come back, but keeping the old ways. Community is important. Mankind did not advance from the Stone Age to now because of the lone wolf. It's because we are social creatures, and our very biochemistry exists to reward us when we are in community and when we do things that are nice for each other, right? We work in concert, more or less. And so, I mean, it's like a band, right? The lead singer is just some a-hole with a microphone unless there's somebody playing behind him, right? So, it takes all different kinds working together in concert for the end product to be worth your time, money, energy, calories, all of that. So, keep the old ways. Coming back around. Music reduces stress and encourages healing. Encourages healing. People actually heal more quickly when they are involved in music therapy. It relieves depression and increases one's own self-esteem. That could be useful post-economic collapse or post-Teotihuacan. Music therapy significantly reduces emotional distress and boosts the quality of life in cancer patients. It's a tool with which to fight despair. I think that's really important. Music improves coordination and increases felt order, the feeling of order and security in distressed and or disabled children. There's a comforting aspect to it. Music can be used to increase concentration. Yeah. Yep. It's also it can be very relaxing depending on what you're playing. Some people are wired weird. Like, for me, some melodic death metal can be very relaxing and soothing to me, and other people, that's like nails on the chalkboard. I hear new country, and I want to kill people. I'm not a new country fan, or pop music in general, which, make no mistake, new country is pop music. And what's up with this rap country rap? That's horrendous. This is what happens when you let corporations be involved in the creative process. So, we'll just call it collaboration. It'll sell billions. Wonderful. I hate it. Music has a huge benefit for spiritual communion. I've been a member of a worship team for a while. You guys know that. And I've never felt closer to the Most High than when I'm playing drums, truthfully. And when I play drums, even in a metal bands, that feeling of fulfillment that I was having, man, I wish that I knew that what I was doing was communing with the Most High back then. There is and that sounds so counterintuitive. How can you play death metal, black metal at 360 beats per minute with each limb, with super loud screaming and distorted guitar and, you know, slamming bass lines and commune with the Most High? Well, there's something there without getting metaphysical. You know, ordo ab chaos, right? Out of order, chaos. Chaos and order. The Father is order. And it's really hard to value order unless you have chaos, right? And you need something to combat the chaos with. That's the order. And, you know, out of nothing, out of the chaos, the Father spoke life into existence. And so there's this dichotomy, not to steal a Jocko word, but there's this dichotomy between order and chaos. And that's part of the beauty, truthfully, of like extreme music, is that you have chaotic order. And it's like when a runner gets that runner's high, where like every muscle in your body is aching and your body is just, you know, your endocrine system is just flooding your body with all these super good, feel-good chemicals that you need to keep running. The same thing happens with extreme drumming. It literally comes down to minute muscle movements. And man, I'm on a tangent. Okay, whatever. You get in the zone. And when you get in the zone, it's like all of a sudden, literally time slows down for me when I'm playing drums like that. It's like I'm seeing this happen. It's going this fast. I might be playing, but my hand is moving this fast. Everything is just slowed way down, and like the hypersensitivity to everything, like it's insane. And I realized getting into worship team and spiritual music, like all of that, the physiology of that puts me in the perfect place to talk to him. And he does. And we have these amazing conversations. And I'll just tell you truthfully, he plays the drums. I'm just there. And I've had people come up to me afterward and go, "How did you do that?" I'm like, I wasn't there. I don't know. I don't even know what I did. I'm like, that was incredible. Thanks. I didn't do that. He did. So, I mean, just think about worship music. It's by design. Its job is to get you in the right frame of mind to commune with the creator of the universe, to receive the message, right? So it can be very powerful for that. Music is also a great teaching tool. Music is physics. Music is math. Yeah, one full step, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. 1, 3, 5, right? Like there's, I mean, just drums. If you can count to 4, you can play drums. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's your quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Eighths. Sixteenths. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? So it's math, it's science, it's physics, it's construction. How does this thing work this way, right? Engineering. It can be used as a tool to teach people, and the creative thinking that it fosters, I think, is huge. Music has proven benefits on our physiology, on our spirituality, on our mental health, emotional health, as a form of creativity and expression. You know, I have a really good friend who I haven't seen recently, who is a very accomplished singer-songwriter that nobody knows about, and I hate that. I wish that he had better exposure, that the world knew him better. But that's part of the blessing and the curse of being a really talented singer-songwriter, isn't it? And he's just plagued by himself. He self-sabotages really hard, which is, you know, the Father put him in my path so that I could help him, I believe, and he believes. So really talented guy. And there are things that he cannot sit there and talk to you about, but he can put them in a song. And some of the best talks that we've had have been us sitting in my backyard around a fire, and with him with an acoustic guitar and me listening. So he can't bring himself to speak the words of the hurt, the pain, the wounding, the scars that he has, but he can sing them. And that's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to see somebody bare their soul like that, and it's also haunting. So music in a lot of ways serves us as a tool for self-examination, and allows us to address issues in our life that we might not otherwise be able to deal with. So that could be entirely useful post SHTF. Now, all that being said, you're probably going to need acoustic instruments. If you have a full Marshall stack and some BC Rich, you know, Mockingbird, you know, or whatever, a Schecter 7-string or whatever, you know, Les Paul, a Gibson, you know, Fender jazz bass, whatever, that's great. It's going to be kind of hard to hear, and it's going to be a big drain on your solar system to run those things for too long. But think about this, from a community standpoint, wouldn't it be beautiful to build a system designed around the fact that we have a community center where we do concerts on Friday night, or we worship on Erev Shabbat Friday night and Saturday, and then on Sundays we jam, right? Like, that'd be cool. That'd be really cool. But you'd have to plan for it, right? So a lot of that is understanding what your ideal end state looks like, and then reverse engineering it, which I'm big on. My personal coaching clients get that. They know that. So acoustic instruments are good. That's one of the great things about drums, is I don't need electricity to play the drums. But y'all are probably going to need electricity if you want to be heard while I'm playing the drums. So that's a whole nother. Sorry, my phone ran out of storage, so I had to delete some things and move some things around and do all that. So I guess getting back to music, acoustic instruments, yeah. Acoustic instruments will be good. I think you should have it, but you need a secure place to have it. And so that's absolutely a consideration as well. But there are unequivocal benefits, says me, to having music available to you. And as long as you can justify the break in noise discipline, or you have the infrastructure in place to deal with the fact that you're breaking noise discipline, go for it. I think it's entirely beneficial. And it will be a tool to heal, could be a tool to heal post SHTF, whatever that looks like. And again, I don't know why this is what's coming to me, but this is what's coming to me. Keep the old ways. Shalom.